get the edge, it will carry to the slip corner. So there's slip, gully, short cover in place. It's a good field position, and it's a good move from Steve Smith. I think this is where there could be a difference. Steve Smith captaining the side with his experience of Indian conditions. As a captain, I think the field placings and the way he handles his spinners will be extremely important, and his experience will come handy.
Right, there's a little break in play. I'll tell you for why in a moment, as Kuhneman is in. What was that here? What was that noise? It was just the noise of a ball hitting a stump. But it didn't. It hit the helmet.
That's it. Alex carrying the helmet.
That's it. That's it. Oh, that you just said, Ravi. Turn and bounce.
Turn and bounce. That's the problem the batsman will have to encounter here. A lot of top edges, even if you're sweeping. That's taken off.
Well, you need to be wearing a helmet if you keep a wicket on this, I tell you. Kuhneman. In again to Kohli. Cuts forward, a little too full, and Kohli's able to defend it up to mid-on to the delight of the crowd. We had a little break in play. And you could always tell when a guy is not in the most perfect form, because Virat Kohli spotted a very small red chair in front of the white side screen.
Already big stride forward. He realizes he's got to get to the pitch of the ball.
This is intense cricket. This Kuhneman is into him again. He goes back and escapes. The shorter ball gets off the mark. Punching up to long off. And trots through for a single. End of the 8th over India. 2 for 35.
I'm a chippy, which means I'm a craftsman. I'm a worker in nearly all weather. I'm a mentor and I'm a small business owner. But most of all, I'm a dad. Luckily, I'm insured by a mate. IMAR are the tradies, mate. So get a quote today, online, or call 13IMAR. They're the tradies, mate. Let's IMAR!
SEN Test cricket for tyre power. Know your tyres. Now then, it's spin at both ends. Nathan Lyon is in. He's going to be bowling his right arm off spin. Virat Kohli's going to be facing. I want to ask both of you, though, the long off so early. He sort of allowed Kohli to get off the mark there, Louis. I thought a new guy comes in. Is he going to go over the top straight away?
Well, you might say that it actually worked in the case of Rohit Sharma's dismissal, because he was looking to go over mid-on. He knew that he had long off back and that he'd only get a single down there. So he was trying to hit Matthew Kuhneman against the spin over the mid-on that was up. So you could say, I mean, that's the double-edged sort of it, is you're going to allow a new batter to get off strike, but you also might put something different in his mind.
Forward short leg in place, slip, which is Steve Smith. It's a throwback, this, watching Steve Smith moving his field around as Lyon, with a slightly lengthier runner, comes in. Right arm over to Kohli, who flicks away into the onside, picks up a single, advances to 2 for 35, 2 for 36, I beg your pardon, which will bring Pujara back onto strike.
When you play on tracks like this, in the Indian mindset, normally, or even domestic cricket, when batsmen play spinner, their one shot to break free will be over the top with the spin. So Steve Smith has captained enough in India and has seen enough in the IPL. He doesn't want to give away that breakaway shot. He wants them to defend more and more. Therein lies the chance of getting a wicket early.
Now the forward short leg's been supplemented now by a silly mid-off, really, as well as a slip, backward point, mid-on, mid-off, up. There's a deep mid-wicket out for the sweep. Pujara might be inclined to play. That might be his sort of get out of jail shot here. There's a backward square leg for the top edge sweep if that doesn't quite come off. As Lyon is in to the right-handed Pujara. Bowled him! Straight through. He went back to a ball that's kept low and it's turned sharply. And bang, bang becomes bang, bang, bang. India 3 for 36. Pujara goes for 1.
Good captaincy. Good field setting. The cover was left open. Silly point was not a silly point. He was a silly mid-off, and that created that gap for Pujara to see. And the moment he went back, the ball spun so sharply and rattled the stumps. And now this is one heck of a test match already.
I'm taking a look at this on the replay. That is starting 3-4 feet outside off stump. It's gone between inside edge and pad, and it's hit the stumps halfway up. There is monstrous turn out there I say.
And this out of the grassy part of the wicket too. So we've seen a lot of balls misbehave out of those fuller lengths where there's, bits of the pitch exploding, but there is a lot of turn as well in this grassy part of the pitch. I want to ask you, Ravi, how do you approach batting when you've got almost two pitches in a sense, that one part of the pitch is going to be quite good and the ball will come on. The other part is kind of doing a lot of different things.
I think the best way to play on the surface is trust your defense. Spend some time at the crease, 15-20 minutes. Just get used to what you're just talking about, how much turn there's, how much bounce there's, and then get on with it. It may not be the big shots. It might be a track where you have to graft for long periods of time, wait for the loose ball. But there'll be a method as to how you can get your runs. Now, for example, Pujara has done just the opposite. He came with a mindset, I want to be very positive, ultra positive. And a ball is sneaked through his defense.
Now, this is interesting because Ravi Jadeja has come up the order. He's coming in at 5. Left hand and right hand, that might be part of it. But then the other part of it is he just a guy who can trust his defence that little bit better?
And they want a left hand, right hand batting combination.
The line will be licking his lips.
Yeah.
But as the off spin, he's got 2 slips and a short leg in
and
place.
it's Kodaman there as well. So he did want 2 right-handers again there.
Right, line in. Jadeja's first delivery. Comes forward, takes the outside edge. It goes too low, fast second slip. Running down towards the vacant third boundary. It'll be hauled back in by Khawaja, who gets tangled in the boundary sponge. And I think they got back there for 3. 3 for 39. Jadeja off the mark straight away. Oh, you blink and you miss it today. I wondered, the very first ball could have been a wicket. The third ball could have been a wicket. 2 missed referrals. And that first wicket partnership, I'm starting to wonder, is that going to be the biggest partnership in a match?
Yeah. Already some fascinating stuff here. I think all the bowlers are in this game. Fast bowlers, spinners as well.
I wonder how many overs Umesh Yadav is going to bowl. I wouldn't be surprised if Jadeja is opening the bowling here sometime halfway after lunch. Lyon in, beats the outside edge of Kohli's bat. Every ball is drenched in menace at the moment.
And this is where, as a bowler, you've got to be patient. You can't be trying too many things with so much happening. The pitch will do it for you. You just got to be accurate and keep it there.
Nice hard ball as well as Lyon is in. Tosses this up, driven firmly down the ground. He's going to make it. No. Stark moves nimbly to his left. He's quite straight at long on. And he does a good sliding stop, flings the ball in. But I think we've seen there a little bit over pitch perhaps, but the approach here from Kohli, I'd be fascinated to see just how hard he goes. As we watch the replay again, I'd love to see the CricViz stats on this, of just how much this ball is deviating so early on the first day. Lyon's now got the left-handed Jadeja to bowl at. Beats the outside edge. Maybe played inside the line. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. End of the over here on SEN Test Cricket for Henley Holmes. Buy a Henley completed over. The Dales, Donnybrook.Henley.com.au.
Hello, this is Bharat Sundaresan. If you're looking to build a new home but need to move in now, consider one of Henley's newly built completed homes. These homes have never been lived in, and Henley has new listings every week. With something to suit every budget in the best locations across Melbourne, enjoy fixed upfront pricing with premium inclusions. Plus, front landscaping, driveway and fencing all included. Keep your cash flow with only 5% deposit and the balance at settlement. Henley Completed Homes. Visit henley.com.au today.
SEN Test Cricket for Tyre Power, 4 for 3 on Falcon passenger tyres. So, you join us with India, 3 for 40 wickets going in quick succession after the seamers failed to make the early breakthroughs. The spinners are in the attack. Kuhneman's taken 2 for 2 from 2, and he's got 2 slips in. As his next delivery to Kohli is flicked away through mid-wicket. A half stop is punching it towards the boundary. My word, it's a quick outfield. It should just about be hauled back in. It is by Green, and they get back for 3.
Ken, the ball's really flying off Kohli's bat. It's a good stride forward. Not an easy shot to play against the turn, but he got very close to the pitch of the ball. The weight going into the shot. So there will be intent from Kohli.
Brings a left-hander on to face the left arm. We haven't seen that yet. This will be... It's just fascinating. Every ball we're watching is fascinating because the pitch is entertaining to say the least. Now then, we've got a leg slip and a slip. No, that leg slip's moving a little bit squarer towards a backward short leg, and a short fine leg, deep backward square leg. Short mid-wicket, no long on. Five fielders on the onside. Now, this is also intriguing. So Kuhneman's going to stay round the wicket. He thinks he can turn the ball back into the pads, bring LBW into play from round the wicket. As he's in, and this is punched off the back foot to short mid-wicket, and there's no run. Normally, you wouldn't see a spinner think they could do that, bring the ball back into play, back in from round the wicket until later in a test match. But this is happening before lunch, before the end of the first hour of the first day. He's in, as Kuhneman. This is nicely worked by Jadeja. A little stride in, meets the ball in the half volley, places it up to long on for a single. 3 for 44. He moves to 4. Kohli has 6.
Good move to send Jadeja, because he's got a tight defence. He's got a big stride. When he plays spin, he plays late. And plus, having a left-hand, right-hand batting combination there will help India.
Yeah, the depth of India's batting lineup could really tell in this test match. Your fancy is the 2 slips are back in play for Virat Kohli with a short extra cover. Long off stays out. Kuhneman is round the wicket to the right-hander. Kohli goes back into his crease. Just didn't get the length quite right there, Kuhneman. He's able to push it to short extra cover. There's no run.
What you want to also see from Australia is an improvement in the slip cordon, in the catching, especially against spin. Nathan Lyon has been unlucky in this series. He could have had another 2 or 3 wickets. It has to be sharp now.
Kuhneman in again. Kohli is forward, and once he gets an edge on that, it goes through on the bounce. The second slip slips. if you're a slip here, and we got a slip with a helmet on, which you don't see too often. Second slip is wearing his helmet, and he's getting really close in there. Actually, my word. There'll be a sharp chance if it comes. Kuhneman is in. This is played off the back foot again. Going deep into his crease, Kohli. Is that the method, I wonder? 3 for 44. 10 overs gone here for SEN Test cricket.
Hello, this is Bharat Sundaresan. If you're looking to build a new home but need to move in now, consider one of Henley's newly built completed homes. These homes have never been lived in, and Henley has new listings every week. With something to suit every budget in the best locations across Melbourne, enjoy fixed upfront pricing with premium inclusions. Plus, front landscaping, driveway and fencing all included. Keep your cash flow with only 5% deposit and the balance at settlement. Henley Completed Homes. Visit henley.com.au today.
SEN Test cricket, first session for MEGT. MEGT, Australia's apprenticeship and employment experts. And what a first session we have had as we welcome back Phil Long, who's just turned his mic off. This line is in. This is full flick to short mid-wicket. It bounces off the shins and rolls back to the bowler. There's no run.
10 overs gone this morning. First 5 overs of the morning, 26 without loss, 6 fours. The next 5 overs, 18 runs and those three big wickets.
Line in again, tossed up, tucked away to short fine leg. There is no run.
It's already telling me it's a kind of track. If the spinners get on a roll, a side will find it hard to even reach 125. Really.
We're going that low?
Yep.
Oh,
yep.
I
it's
like
not
that.
easy. It's not easy.
It looks tough. It's absorbing and enthralling as Lyon is in again. A little flatter, faster, and defended on the front foot by Jadeja. I like this Jadeja move, though. It gives a sort of solidity to India's middle order.
And he's a player who's got loads of confidence now with the way he's played over the last 12 months or so.
He has every right to. I mean, his stats are stratospheric. His line is in. Oh, and that hits him on the pile. Up goes the finger. Jadeja's gone. That ball just came on with the arm. It just kept coming at him. He's going to have a chat with Kohli. Have they gone upstairs already? They have gone upstairs. So has he got a little inside edge on this, I wonder?
He's been in the firing line, hasn't he, the umpire? Nitin Menon. He's a local boy. He's under pressure. But this looks out on... He looked at it first time and his finger went up very quickly. You're right.
Could be a bit of that. That could be what saves him. Here we go. Have a look at the replay.
And Jadeja went up quick as well.
Oh, I don't think so.
Okay, it doesn't look like there's any batting ball from there. Can we just check ultra edge, please?
It's close, but if there is no bat, it's plumb.
It's plumb.
We're waiting for Ultra Edge to load. This will tell us if there's no Ultra Edge. This is hitting almost middle of middle.
Yep. You can see daylight there between bat and ball.
I mean, I think bat might strike a bit of pad, so we might get a little bit of a fuzz. So there could be a while.
Yeah, I think that could well be the case.
I tell you, this is taking a while to get the Ultra Edge up. Jadeja will have seen the replay, and at the moment he'll be thinking, uh-oh. I could do with some help here from the third umpire.
Just waiting for Ultra Edge.
Richard Kettlebrew's the third umpire. Here we go, Ultra Edge is coming up. Now then, what does that tell us?
Okay, take that back, please. And go forward, please. Go forward, please.
I think it's the bat.
Freeze that there.
It's hit the bat. I think you're right. I think that has hit the bat.
We've got a clear spike with the ball on the inside edge. Bat's involved. Nixon, I'm going to ask you to overturn your original decision to not out. You're on screen, signal now.
Yep, that's the correct decision. It was very tough. You could see exactly why the umpire gave that, because it looked as plumb as anything. But when Jadeja went up instantly, it wasn't just a match situation.
But think of the umpire now. He's got 3 wrong inside the first hour.
Lyon is in, and that's cut away. Oh, he's got him! I'm sorry, it's gone. He's caught a short extra cover the very next ball. What a sharp catch that is. And Jadeja survives the LBW, and he's caught immediately after.
Unbelievable. It's all happening here in indoor. In fact, it's all happening outdoor in indoor.
Did you see that?
It went like a bullet.
It absolutely flew.
Yeah, I think it might have just stopped on him after pitching. We've seen the odd ball when it pitches, there's a puff of dust. This one might have just stopped on him. Yes, it did. But that's a very good catch. Very good catch.
I was looking for the boundary, and that is as sharp as they come. Goodness me. That has been leathered, and then magnificent two-handed grab by Kuhnemann. He's picked up wickets with the ball. He's now picking up wickets with his hands. Jadeja, he's got to go. 4 for 44.
I said 125. I think 100. just bring it down by 25 now.
And we can't keep overplaying it. How important were those 6 fours in the first 5 overs of the morning?
Well, they knew something, didn't they, Phil and Ravi? The openers knew something, because the aggression with which they played. Shubman Gill been brought back into this side. He played one really revealing shot, I thought, to a relatively, just a little wide of the off stump. First morning of a test match. Every opener's leaving that ball. He flung his bat at it, got a thick edge, flew down to the boundary, and I thought, hello. They know the importance of runs early on.
Yeah, gold dust those runs. And if you think of Rohit Sharma being given out first ball, wow.
Yeah. Well, exactly. What was that opening partnership again, Phil?
27.
I'm starting. I said jokingly, is that going to be the highest partnership of the innings? I'm wondering.
Just literally, it's 17 for 4.
Shreyas Iyer has come to the wicket. With some trepidation, I should imagine. Lyon's coming round the wicket to him. Bowling his off-spin back into the pads. Forward short leg and a slip in place. He comes forward and works it into the onside. It's fielded at short mid-wicket and there's no run. What a start. What a start. That is, the end of the 11th over. India 4 for 44.
The 7-seat Kia Sorento. Kia's most awarded large SUV ever. Unlike any other SUV in Australia, the unrivaled Kia Sorento is available in diesel, petrol, hybrid and plug-in hybrid technologies. The Kia Sorento, awarded and unmatched like no other 7-seat SUV. To find out more, visit kia.com.au or visit your nearest Kia dealer.
Kia, movement that inspires.
SEN Test Cricket for tyre power. Know your tyres. So, on the Holman scoreboard, 4 for 44. Pleasing to the eye, but not so pleasing to the Indians, perhaps. First ball of a new over. Matt Kuhnemann's in. Bowls to Kohli, who drives firmly, nicely. Gets the pitch of the ball, takes it up to long off along the ground for a single. Phil.
Very quickly, amongst the madness, that over from Nathan Lyon was the first maiden of the morning.
Really? Well,
maiden wicket.
You can sort of understand why, actually, because India's approach has been aggressive, and it needs to be. 2 slips in place, backward point, short extra, deep point, a deep long off. Those are the offside fielders, mid on, mid wicket. And a backward square leg, Mitchell Stark here. As Kuhnemann is in, left arm round the wicket to Io.
Oh, he found him! Inside edge, back onto the stumps, a loose shot. It was short, he went to cut it.
And he's chopped it back onto his stump. He can't believe it. He's staying there. He's staying there, is he?
No, he's just checking if it hit the keeper's gloves and then came back. But Alex Carey would know. He's very confident.
Next, we have an umpire review for bowled. It's a fair delivery. Can we just move on to your best
good arm ball, though. Really good arm ball that hurried through after pitching.
What wonderfully said, though, by Richard Kettlebrooke. We have an umpire's review for bowled, he said. He's got it all going on. Here we go. Let's take a look at this. It's shortish, turns, hits the inside edge, and it hits the stumps. It just comes back onto the side of the off stump.
Please, Dave.
Yep. Shreyas Iyer knows he's got to go. Well, at least he must do now.
Please, mate. Ball's definitely. Yeah, copy. Ready with my decision for the big screen.
It's a deflection. It's a little flick onto the stumps. And a 5th wicket has gone for 17 runs. How many balls, Phil, has this madness taken? And it is madness. It's thrilling madness. I mean, look, India could be all out by lunch.
18 for 5. I said 125.
Yeah?
I've reduced it by 25. Now I'll minus it by another 10.
18 for 5, 32 balls.
Right. The players are going off for drinks, and we're going to take a much needed drink, like ourselves.
Hello, this is Bharat Sundaresan. If you're looking to build a new home but need to move in now, consider one of Henley's newly built completed homes. These homes have never been lived in, and Henley has new listings every week. With something to suit every budget in the best locations across Melbourne, enjoy fixed upfront pricing with premium inclusions. Plus, front landscaping, driveway and fencing all included. Keep your cash flow with only 5% deposit and the balance at settlement. Henley Completed Homes. Visit henley.com.au today.
Learning new skills, bonding with loved ones, exercising the mind and body. All rewarding. But not as rewarding as a Kogan Money credit card. With a whopping $400 Kogan.com credit to spend on the most in-demand products when you meet the minimum spend criteria. Did we also mention there's no annual fee? Use it anytime, anywhere. The Kogan Money credit card. It's just more rewarding. Search Kogan Money to find out more. Spend criteria applies. Offer ends March 5, 2023. T's and C's, other fees and charges apply. Credit provider, National Australia Bank Limited.
Hello, this is Bharat Sundaresan. If you're looking to build a new home but need to move in now, consider one of Henley's newly built completed homes. These homes have never been lived in, and Henley has new listings every week. With something to suit every budget in the best locations across Melbourne, enjoy fixed upfront pricing with premium inclusions. Plus, front landscaping, driveway and fencing all included. Keep your cash flow with only 5% deposit and the balance at settlement. Henley Completed Homes. Visit henley.com.au today.
Last ball of Kuhnemann's first over. Dancing goal stops. Alex Carey does it. Rowitt was way out of his crease. Didn't even bother to try and stretch back. Kuhnemann gets the first wicket for Australia. And it's the captain, Rohit Sharma, stumped for 12.
Fine leg back to quite extra cover. Head on mid wicket.
It's gone! Another wicket goes down, and this time it's Shukman Gill. Both openers back in the hunch. And goodness me, this ball is turning, it's dragging, it's ripping.
Line is in. The right-handed Pujara.
Hold him! Straight through, he went back to a ball that's kept low, and it's turned sharply. And bang, bang, becomes bang, bang, bang. India 3 for 36, Pujara goes to 1.
Lion is in and has cut away.
Oh, he's not got him! I'd say it's gone. He's caught at short extra cover the very next ball. What a sharp catch that is. And Jadeja survives the LBW and he's caught immediately after. Unbelievable. It's all happening here in Indore.
We couldn't get all the wickets into the highlights package there. There was a fifth that fell since then. 5 for 45 after an hour. India won the toss on a Bunsen, losing wickets at 27, 34, 36, 44, 45. KS Bharat, the wicketkeeper, yet to face a ball facing Kuhnemann, who has 3 for 7 in his fourth over. Adam Collins on commentary here. First ball, Bharat round the corner, tucking in front of square off the mark. 5 for 46. Goodness me, Pete Lawler, good luck writing all that up at lunch.
Oh, my goodness, Adam Collins. 2 wickets fell while I was walking to the commentary box. 5 for 18 in 33 balls. I reckon the match referee's already sharpening his pencil to give this wicket a interesting report.
Yeah, well, it's going to be part of the conversation. Chris Broad's with us this week as the match referee. Kuhnemann bowls lunging forward is Kohli to smother the spin. No run. It stays at 5 for 46.
Well, look, the day began with the Australians not going up for a review for the first delivery of Mitchell Starc to Rohit Sharma. You thought, oh my goodness, how much is this going to cost them? Well, it cost them 12 runs.
Well, did you see he had him out twice in the first over? That leg before review was also out. Let him go up for on the third ball of the test. Extraordinary scenes. Kuhnemann bowls, Kohli goes back and rides the bounce. Out to back, good point. Travis Head does the fielding, no single. I mean, it is an hour of cricket like I can barely remember. Ahmedabad 2021 England-India is the like-for-like here, where England batted first and just went for it. Crawley got a quick 50. They were all out for about 100 inside a session.
You expect this sort of thing in seaming green conditions, don't you? Not the first day of a test match. Turn and low bounce.
2 slips for Kuhnemann. Round the wicket, Kohli goes back and gets down in the nick of time, squeezing out to cover to complete yet another successful over for the Queenslander. 12 gone India, 5 for 46, Kohli 7, Bharat 1 on the Holman scoreboard.
Learning new skills, bonding with loved ones, exercising the mind and body. All rewarding, but not as rewarding as a Kogan Money credit card. With a whopping $400 Kogan.com credit to spend on the most in-demand products when you meet the minimum spend criteria. Did we also mention there's no annual fee? Use it anytime, anywhere. The Kogan Money credit card. It's just more rewarding. Search Kogan Money to find out more. Spend criteria applies. Offer ends March 5, 2023. T's and C's, other fees and charges apply. Credit provider, National Australia Bank Limited.
Test cricket is for MEGT, Australia's apprenticeship and employment experts. Nathan Lyon, he's got a couple of wickets in his 2 overs, and Pete Lawler, you got a yarn.
I do too, yes. Well, not getting much cricket on this tour, are we, Adam? Neither of the first 2 tests have gone 3 days. I can't see this one getting much past the third morning. And poor Australian fans who've come all the way over here, not to mention the Indian fans who live here, can't buy tickets for the first day in Ahmedabad, according to reports I'm hearing.
Can't buy tickets. Line around the wicket. KS Bharat, he's on 1 forward, pushing to Kuhnemann, the man of the moment at cover, no single. So they're trying to buy tickets for next week and can't.
No, and they're getting messages back from their website that there are no tickets available for the first day, March 9.
Just to be clear, this stadium holds 130,000 people.
Yes, that's right, Adam. Yes, it's not sold out.
Lyon Bharat, who again gets forward. That's a better approach rather than going back. No single. Kuhnemann again gets a touch.
And so doing a bit of digging around, obviously you can't get any sort of straight answer from the authorities over here.
Really?
But that happens to be the day that Mr Modi, the Indian Prime Minister, hosts Mr Albanese, the Australian Prime Minister, at the ground.
Line to the crease. Bharat plays from the crease. Watchfully under his eye to Kuhnemann again. Graphic up from CricViz then. The amount of spin on average this morning, 4.8 degrees. You compare that to Nagpur on the first morning, 2.5 degrees. So double the spin of Nagpur on that first morning. And Delhi fell sort of somewhere in between. So there's the state visit on morning 1 at Ahmedabad, as you mentioned before, with the Prime Minister coming out. Lyon bowling around the wicket. Bharat deflecting into short leg, no run. And the Australian fans can't get in.
Well, not just the Australian fans, mate. It's the Indian fans as well.
Oh, okay.
So we're reading the entrails. We suspect this massive security cordon being put around the ground because Mr Modi is there.
Lyon bouncing away from us. Shikhar Bharat clipping down towards long on where there's a man out, Mitchell Starc. He gets 1. He's 2, 5 for 47, 1 left in the 13th.
I can't imagine that Anthony Albanese is insisting on security like that. No. He's a pretty easygoing sort of fella. See him around the pubs in Marrickville.
Yes.
But we're presuming it's because the dignitaries are in town. I think there's 22 Australian CEOs in Anthony Albanese's party, coming over here for a trade delegation.
Line to finish is over. Coley goes back and just gets down and clips it down to fine leg for 4. That wasn't far away from sneaking through, and had it done so, it would have been a 6th wicket. Instead, India passed 50. The problem is they've lost 5 wickets. 5 for 51 rather, after 13, with Kohli on 11, Bharat on 2, and that's on the Holman scoreboard.
Hello, this is Bharat Sundaresan. If you're looking to build a new home but need to move in now, consider one of Henley's newly built completed homes. These homes have never been lived in, and Henley has new listings every week. With something to suit every budget in the best locations across Melbourne, enjoy fixed upfront pricing with premium inclusions. Plus, front landscaping, driveway and fencing all included. Keep your cash flow with only 5% deposit and the balance at settlement. Henley Completed Homes. Visit henley.com.au today.
Adam Collins, Pete Lawler and Phil Long with you on the call. Phil Long's with us for Fuso Trucks. Fuso Canters are in stock now. Job done. Kuhnemann, 3 wickets. Bowls here. Bharat well forward. Defending. No run. So 22 CEOs, Prime Minister, presumably other ministers will be in that delegation as well.
Yeah.
And the Modi government being well represented, and people can't get into to see the proceedings. That's going to be a bit of a story.
It is, yeah. But anyway, the biggest story here today is 5 wickets in the first hour. This is extraordinary things.
Silly point. So change in field. Bharat goes back, pushes to mid-wicket, gets a single. Well played. He's 3 from 8 deliveries, 5 for 52. Kuhnemann's got the hot hand.
Kohli on a high wire act here, playing deep in his crease, watching the ball, but it's keeping low. You just think that one, oh my goodness, it's barely getting above ankle height. He's going to have to be really alert to keep the spinners out. And a bowl of stump to stump line here, Kuhnemann. I had the seat behind him in the press box, and it's fantastic to watch.
So Kohli has a double ton on this ground back in 2016, facing Kuhnemann. Again, clipping up the middle stump, and again it's a boundary. So Kohli, as you say, Pete Lawler, willing to use the depth of the crease